Hello and welcome to Healthy Chocolate Discoveries. I'm Dr. Gordon Pedersen, and today's discovery is reduction of atherosclerosis using dark chocolate. It's been a big question. For a long time, people have said you can't reduce the fats that build up in your arteries, but let's take a look at what the facts show. Atherosclerosis, by the way, is the process of narrowing the arteries. It is hardening of the arteries as well due to the plaque buildup, and plaque is the fat that clogs that artery. The inner linings become narrower and narrower through this process, and this is the key cause of heart attacks, of strokes, the #1 killer in America. So let's take a look at things that clog that artery. LDL cholesterol, inflammation and bacterial infections damage the inner lining of the artery, making it narrower and narrower, so that normal blood flow that should be going through is now started to be impeded or blocked, and if it closes all the way off, you can have a stroke or a heart attack. Now, let's look at the fats that clog the arteries that cause this atherosclerosis. The liver produces about 75% of the cholesterol that circulates in our blood. The other 25% come from our food. So what you're talking about is most of the cholesterol in your body comes from your liver. 25% of all the fats can be accumulated from the foods that we eat. Cholesterol levels are precariously high in more than 100 million Americans, but can be reduced using healthy chocolate. Yeah, I said that. Can be reduced. So where's my proof? Let's take a look at this. According to the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition, dark chocolate improves HDL lipoproteins. These are the good cholesterol, and they improve. And lowers the triglycerides. Those are the bad, or some of the bad fats. Consuming dark chocolate daily reduced the total cholesterol and inhibited LDL oxidation. LDL is the bad cholesterol, and when it oxidizes, it makes the artery harden. It is damaging. In fact, it's probably the most damaging of all the cholesterols. And this is a fat that can go rancid. If you're imagining in the arteries a fat that goes rancid and damage artery walls and causes the arteries to harden. This is published in 2 separate journals that I have up here. And here's an actual photo through a microscope. You've got blood that flows through the inner lining of an artery. Endothelial cells are the ones that line the artery, and this is a healthy vision of what a normal artery is. Intima is made of collagen and elastic components that allow it to stretch. The media is the muscle part. Now, if the fat builds up in here, you can see that when you get to 50% clogged, it has significantly reduced the amount of blood and oxygen that your body can deliver. So let's get back to dark chocolate. Dark chocolate can also contribute to the reduction of total fat, not just in your arteries, but your entire body as well. And it does so by contributing to the reduction of cholesterol absorption from your intestines into your bloodstream. This is published in the Archives of Internal Medicine. And the flavonoid, which is the active ingredient inside these antioxidants of dark chocolate, are named catechin. Now, these reduce serum cholesterol, serum meaning inside the blood, cholesterol meaning fats in the blood, by altering the structure of the cholesterol. So as you eat dark chocolate, its antioxidants donate an electron, changing the chemical structure of the fats in the arteries. According to this biochemistry journal, and the active ingredients called flavonoids donate the electron, changing the chemical structure, and the cholesterol no longer will seek to damage healthy cells. So by donating the electron, neutralizing the fat, you've now neutralized the poison of the fat. Average reduction of calcified atherosclerotic plaque found in people who eat dark chocolate. Okay, so now here's the proof to you who wonder how much fat can actually be reduced by eating dark chocolate. Well, if you're only eating 1 to 3 times a month, you only get a 6% reduction. That's still significant. Once a week, 22% reduction, which is absolutely phenomenal. And if you're eating it more than twice a week, a 32% reduction in the overall forming of that fats in your arteries. In other words, reducing atherosclerotic plaque. This is found in a family heart study and published in Clinical Nutrition, where the highest levels of dark chocolate consumption were associated with a 37% reduction in cardiovascular disease and a 29% reduction in stroke. Now, this is from the University of Cambridge in England, supporting the idea that those who eat the most chocolate with flavonoids in it are going to get the better benefit. So if it were me, I would change my chocolate and start using healthy chocolate. I'd also use the healthy chocolate with omega-3 fatty acids, and I would use 6 dark chocolate squares consisting of 16,000 ORAC units per day. I would take them 2 every time I had a meal, or if I really want to be functional, I would take 1 every 4 hours. Most people will consume it every time they eat. So 3 times a day, 2 squares of dark, healthy chocolate. I'm Dr. Gordon Pedersen, hoping that you will find a way to reduce atherosclerotic plaque using dark, healthy chocolate.